What up, and what's poppin'? It's your dog Breeze from Fahrenheit 451, part of the Fourth and Gold Network. We're burning the books alive. Fourth and Gold Network, we're burning the books alive. Live from the new crib, as I spent pretty much all of yesterday moving. No video yesterday. We're currently up 42.62 units on the season after being up over 60 units. So we're trying to climb back on my best bets in the NBA for March 20th. No video yesterday, but I did post a few plays in the Patreon, and we did go up 6.4 units in the Patreon yesterday. More on that later. All right. Back on my best bets in the NBA for March 20th. Let's get into it. First up, from the Los Angeles Lakers, AR-15, Austin Reeves, over his 6 rebounds. Got it at plus 105 odds over at Bet365. You can get it at plus 110 odds right now over on Bet365. He's over this line in his last 4 out of 6 games with one hook. Over in 7 out of 9 games this season without LeBron with another hook. 14 and 8 rebounds in his last 2 games versus Milwaukee, who allows the second most rebounds to the shooting guard position and who allows the 8th most rebounds, period. Next, from the Los Angeles Lakers, Luka Doncic over his 32 points, minus 115 odds over on Bet365. He's over this line in his last 4 out of 7 games with one hook, 33, 35, 40, and 45 points in his last 4 games versus Milwaukee, who allows the most points to the point guard position. I know the Lakers are on a back-to-back. I looked at the back-to-back logs and I trust it. I look for the guys to perform against Milwaukee. All right. Next, let's get into the revenge segment of this broadcast. First and foremost, of the Sacramento Kings. And he took last game off. So while the Sacramento Kings are on a back to back, guess who is not on a back to back? Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine over his 23 points, minus 112 odds over on FanDuel. He's over this line in his last 3 out of 6 games with one hook, going up against Chicago, who allows the most points to the shooting guard position. Zach LaVine scores 32% of his points in the paint. Chicago allows the most points in the paint. Now, that's all fine and dandy, but most importantly, Zach LaVine is playing the Chicago Bulls, who traded him after 8 years of service for the franchise, and the same franchise who kept him in trade rumors for like the last 3 or 4 years. So Zach LaVine over his 23 points. We expect Zach LaVine to have revenge on his heart. Next, same. The Red Rocket, Kevin Herter of the Chicago Bulls over his 13 points, plus 104 odds over on FanDuel. Kevin Herter was part of the trade that sent Zach LaVine from the Chicago Bulls to the Sacramento Kings. Kevin Herter went from the Sacramento Kings to the Chicago Bulls. Now they are playing each other for the first time since the trade. I look for Kevin to have revenge on his heart as well. Nevertheless, on top of that, Kevin Herter over his 13 points, plus 104 odds over on FanDuel. He's been hoping. Kevin Herter over 13 points or more in his last 9 out of 10 games with one hook. 50% of Kevin Herter's points come from the above the break three. Sacramento allows the fourth most points from the above the break three. Playing that for a half a unit. All previous 3 plays are going to be 1 unit plays. So for a half a unit, Kevin Herter over his 13 points. For another half a unit, Kevin Herter over his 3 3-pointers made. Got it at plus 100 over on FanDuel. He's hit this line in his last 7 out of 10 games with one hook. And he's had 8 3-pointers attempted in his last 8 out of 10 games. So we need 3 threes from a guy who's throwing up at least 8 to 10 of them. Not only that, Sacramento allows the highest 3-pointer percentage and the 3rd most threes in the NBA. Not to mention, he just got traded from this team a month ago. So to recap, I'm going to be taking Austin Reeves over his 6 rebounds, Luka Doncic over his 32 points, Zach LaVine over his 23 points, and Kevin Herter, the Red Rocket, the Red Rifle, over his 13 points and over his 3 3-pointers made. Like, comment, and subscribe for your daily sports betting videos and analysis. Let's keep running them. As always, I will see you tomorrow. If you want access to all of my plays as soon as I place them for just 16 cents a day, subscribe to the Patreon. I will have that link down below. Love, peace, and fish grease, man. Let's continue to run up some units.